So today we have gotten our first look at the prices for GTA 6. Rockstar earlier today announced that GTA 6 obviously pre-orders are going to be tonight around 12 a.m. or around that time. And yeah, it's going to be we're going to get a pre-orders tonight, so that's going to be, I guess, interesting. I don't really know, but that's not even the biggest concern. Rockstar might have taken its first L in a very long time. Just today, we have gotten news about not only the cost of the game, but also how they're going to move forward with the actual product. Rockstar announced that the standard edition for Grand Theft Auto 6 will be $79.99. A good old 80 fucking bucks for GTA 6. Now, in hindsight, or not in hindsight, but thinking about it, it's like, okay, it's $10 above traditional game prices or the average game price of it being 70 bucks because we went from games being around $60 to now it's around $70. Now it's being around $80. Obviously, Rockstar, this is the first game company that's taking a standard edition or a full game as $80, which is $10 over the average. And you think, okay, that's not too big of a deal because, well, Rockstar's been putting in a fucking bank to put it, like, money that most of us combined, a lot of us combined would never see in our lifetime. Billions. It's been reported it's going to be hitting around 2 billion. I think it's already $1 billion worth of development. And you think, okay, $10 extra just so that way they can have the chance to at least know that they can make back that money for whatever future installments. But you think, okay, that's somewhat fair. I'm not going to go too above and beyond to be like, okay, that's so crazy. But the problem is that the Ultimate Edition costs $99.99. $100. And it's like, okay, why is that a problem? It's because the standard edition doesn't have the full game with it. The standard edition actually has paywalls behind it, meaning that the Ultimate Edition will give you every single bit of GTA 6 to explore and to mess with. So if I spend $80 for the standard edition, the full game, I'm not even going to be able to access or have access or be able to have the accessibility to play or mess with the entirety of the game. The Ultimate Edition includes certain aspects and things like liveries, haircuts, whatever the case is, like that is behind the $100 version of the game. What? It makes no sense that we have to lock behind things. Like, it would make sense that the $60 game gives, or the $80 game, the standard edition gives me the entirety of the game, and that the $100 Ultimate Edition might give me added on bonuses to be able to play the full game. Rockstar has actually taken it where the Ultimate Edition is the actual standard full game, and the standard edition is like the Diet Pepsi version of the Ultimate Edition, meaning that you're paying $80 for not even the full game, or even the full experience. That's a fucking L. I'm sorry, Rockstar. I get that you're trying to make back your money in a non-stressful way. Like, you're trying to make sure that you make your money back and that you guys moving forward as a game company can still be as big as it is, even with this much money being poured into it. The problem is that the Ultimate Edition has no incentive besides, well, do you want to play the full game? Pay $100. What? I mean, Rockstar knows they're going to make so much money with pre-orders, GTA Online, and all of this different stuff and whatever. And the fact that they're trying so hard to push that the $100 edition, the Ultimate Edition, be the actual full game is ludicrous. And that's not even touching what Rockstar has been taking L's on. Along with the absurd increase in pricing and the fact that the standard edition isn't even the full game, Rockstar has completely taken out physical copies. We will not have a disc version of Grand Theft Auto 6, meaning that with every single previous game, Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA 4, Vice City, San Andreas, there were physical copies. There were discs with the game. That way, if I were to buy it, I can buy it. If I wanted to buy it digitally, I can buy it digitally. If I wanted to buy a physical copy of it, I'd be able to have the disc for it. Rockstar has said no. We don't want to have any retentive value with our game company. We want everything to be online and digital, so that way we don't have to pour even more money into something that we've been doing for 30 plus years now. We will not have discs version of GTA 6. There will be no physical copy of GTA 6. And I'll take that back. There will be a physical copy. You'll get the nice little box and all that, like you know how you get like the disc in the box. There's not even going to be a disc with it. It's just going to be a digital code to download and whatever through online. I don't understand how Rockstar thinks that's even an okay practice to do for a player base as much as they have. They understand that they have so many players, a retentive player base, one of the most popular games, the most played games of all time, and they're still trying to cut corners. What the fuck? I don't even want to beat around the bush. That's probably the first Rockstar L we've gotten in a very long time. They kind of do some stuff with GTA 5 that's kind of lackluster. Or you're just kind of like, okay, you can tell they're trying to prop it up and whatever. But the fact that GTA Online has so many recurring players, shark cards, and the potential money they will make with GTA Online coming out with the shark cards then, it's weird that they're taking corners. And it's very like bad. It's super bad. I'm trying to think of the word, but it just doesn't seem like a great practice as a game company when you're one of the biggest game companies in the world with the biggest games, with the biggest player base, and you're still trying to cut corners. The standard and ultimate edition, that was still weird. I didn't like that how they were handling that, and they take it a step beyond by just not even having a physical disc copy to go with the game once you buy it. It's just a disc, man. You're telling me you're gonna cut corners on a fucking disc? So now, when I buy the physical copy, it's not gonna be a disc. It's just a digital code. So very distasteful by Rockstar, and I hope that. And I've been seeing a lot of trends with a lot of people posting and reposting about, making a lot of noise about how there's a problem with the disc physical copy not even having a disc, which I hope gets reconciled by Rockstar, and I hope this trend of us pushing out this message like, hey, please continue to make physical copies and do not deter from that. I hope that gets very loud to the point where Rockstar caves in. Although it sucks that they're going into this route with this Ubisoft practice of just paywalls and microtransactions and increasing product value and then taking away physical copies or the value with physical copies. This is very distasteful by Rockstar. I hope that they reconcile this because this is probably the first L that Rockstar has taken in a very long time just to mitigate potential expenses they may not have through just charging it at $70 and having a disc version of the game. It makes no fucking sense. It's cutting corners, and it's only going to push physical copies to be absolutely obsolete because now your just incentive is just to do it digitally, or the practice of making a digital physical copy as your product is all of a sudden not incentive anymore. Like, it's just better to do digital, which obviously makes sense because you're not paying anybody to make physical copies. But that's been a practice for so fucking long that it makes zero sense that we're trying to push for it to not be the case anymore, with everything being digital and having little to no physical copies, to the point where you have no physical copies, everything is digital. And with how Sony and some of these game companies are handling their game, you may just end up not owning anything anymore, and it's just renting, and it's just paying all this ridiculous pricing to barely have something that I could pay $60 10 years ago to have better and more stuff with it. That's just so distasteful as a game company, that you don't care about your product enough and it's just the name behind it. Now you are increasing game prices, taking away physical copies, and this is from a highly respected game company such as Rockstar. So I'm not going to yap on too long. I think that's very distasteful. I hope Rockstar comes around and decides to actually maybe mitigate their game prices, or how they're going to handle the release with that and their physical copies. That's ridiculous. I'm not paying $80 for a physical copy just to have a digital code when I could have just done that online. So I'm not going to get too much about it. That's about it. I hate how Rockstar's going this direction. If you are too, be very vocal so they make that change. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.